Hi, thank you for tuning in. This is Bryan Q from over at bryanqblog.wordpress.com, and I'm filming something a little different. I've realized that after about a year and a half of doing this blog and this YouTube channel, I've never really formally introduced myself. My name is Brian Quintero, which is where you get the Bryan Q. Uh, and I started this blog about a year and a half ago just to really just vent out just some creative juices that I had going. It really just started from a school project. I was doing journalism at the time, and for my associate's degree, yeah. And the extra credit rather, assignment was to create a blog and take two news sources, any news source, and kind of find one topic that they both wrote about and see what each source focused on. And I just did that a little bit, and I think I still have a few of those in the earlier portions of the video, or the blog rather. And so that's where it started. Journalism, writing for me, I kind of got into it. I kind of liked feeling out where the news was coming from, what I can do about the news, how can interpret it my own way. And then it kind of just switched into video games because I love video games. Grew up on them. I had a PlayStation from the age of about, I think, like 9 or 10ish, and Soul Reaver was my first PlayStation game. Actually, it was on a demo disc, and I played Soul Reaver the demo religiously. Like, that was my thing. I would watch the intro cinematic, and I think you were able to play about the first level. And I just remember grabbing spears and just like tossing them at people and seeing how it would impale somebody, stick it to the wall. That was my thing, Soul Reaver. And so I just followed the story. I kept getting the PlayStation 1 video games. I used to get some like anime games and stuff like that. It was crazy. It was stupid too. But I kept going with it. PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, ultimately PlayStation 4. I've had the 360, sold it. PlayStation 4 was my console of choice now. PlayStation in general. And so that's really what I just want to start writing about. I'm not the biggest fan of current events. I like to read them. I don't necessarily want to be in front of them. I do love, however, video game current events, simply because they interest me. I love to see how these companies work. I love to see the brilliant minds that go behind the games that I love to play, that I'm sure you love to play, that everyone does. Or else it wouldn't be $1 billion industry the way it is now. And when I started this blog, there was no real expectation. There still isn't. The expectation is that I get better at writing. I get better at being on camera like this, and I stop moving my hands. And I end up becoming much more proficient and much more, I guess, much more comfortable in front of this, which I kind of am already. I used to be an actor, a failed actor. I did some plays. I did a few commercial shorts. I did a little bit of cameos here and there. But I went to, and I was traditionally trained in Meisner technique and all that stuff. So I am kind of familiar and comfortable with being on camera, the thing is though, and as you see, I'll stutter sometimes. I'm comfortable with being on camera with other people. Being on camera by yourself, just talking, me and the camera, this intimacy thing, that's my problem. And it's coming out now. But I like it in a way because I like being uncomfortable. I like being in that situation where I don't know what's about to happen. I did not write this down. I did not prepare. I just simply turned the camera on and here we go. So this moment of unclarity, I don't know what's about to happen. That's where I come from. That's what I enjoy. And that's what kind of excites me about writing, about doing videos, and everything about doing this blog. Because being a journalist, and to a certain extent, video game journalist, I'm really not because I'm a blogger, but I'm going to consider myself that just because I'm getting a degree in it. But I don't know what I'm about to write about next until it comes it comes in front of me, until I see it. And I like that, just that feeling of I don't know what's about to happen. I dig that. So anyway, the blog started about a year and a half ago. I started doing videos about a few months back. I started doing just weekly videos, just recapping what the articles I've written. I will be going back to that. I've been trying to find out a different way to do it. I've been trying out new shows like my sports show where I've been taking video games such as NBA, Madden. Just right now, those are the only two because of the only two I have. And I've been using those games and just seeing the updated rosters and reporting on them and just seeing what kind of teams you should be looking at, depending on how good the players are becoming or how worse they're getting. And right now, with the NBA season going into playoffs, or not going in, they are in. I'm actually watching the Mavericks Rockets game. It's pretty close. But I'm going to do this sports show tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But a little glimpse. If you're not picking one of the 6 teams that are in the playoffs, you're not going to be winning your game. Simple as that. And if someone picks the Warriors, do not be cute. Don't decide to be the underdog and pick the Celtics or pick the Nets. You pick 3 teams: Cavaliers, Thunder, who are not in the playoffs, but they got Kevin Durant back. Or the Rockets. 3 teams against the Warriors. That's it. Don't even worry about anybody else. Just play that. But again, check back tomorrow, and I'll give you the full rundown on the player rankings, team rankings, who you should be picking, who's going to be looking bad. And yeah, that's my sports show. But again, this is just much more of me introducing myself, introducing to you what this channel is about. And I know that I don't get too many views. And that's not necessarily what this is about. This is just me kind of finding myself within the video, finding what I really want to be doing with this blog, with this channel, because these come a dime a dozen, right? You can throw a rock and you'll find a blog or a YouTube channel. But why is mine different? I don't know yet. It's different because I'm on it, and it's different because it's my thoughts, my creativity that's coming out and going into this. So, with that being said, I appreciate those of you that have watched. I appreciate those of you that have read my articles, that liked my articles, that have commented. I appreciate that. And not just because it feels gratifying, but because you've seen me. Because you've seen the groundwork, essentially. You've seen what it is that I like to do, and I've shared my intimacy with you through this work that I'm doing, through the works that I produce. All my articles, rather, even though they're fact-based, right? There's not too much opinion on them, if any. That's what the videos are for. But you're seeing me kind of sharpen my task, or not really sharpen my task, but sharpen my tools, and perfect my trade, perfect my creativity process, whatever term you want, whatever analogy you want. You're seeing me go through it, and it's a very intimate moment between content creator and viewer, and I appreciate that. I truly do. And so with that, I introduce you to bryanqblog.wordpress.com. Videos, articles about video games, movies and TV shows, but mostly video games, sports every now and again. Check it for the articles, check it for the videos, just like this one. I'll be doing weekly rundowns again later this week. I'll be doing a little bit of a sports show tomorrow, which is my sports show. And we'll see what else I do throughout the week. But again, because I have no real expectations for this, and this is just simply something that I can vent out my creativity with, I'm going to start doing a lot more. Now that college is kind of finishing and now that I need a job, I'll have a lot more creativity flowing. So expect some more videos, expect some more articles. And thank you, truly. Thank you again. And have a good night, day, whichever one it is.